Hey guys, Sly here, and welcome back to Doki Literature Club. Now, I know I should have done this in the previous video, and I know I should have made this, message before, doing playthrough on this game, because it did say when I first opened the game that said if any people suffer from anxiety or depression, do not play this game. Now is going to be my message. If you're suffering from any depression or anxiety, get some help. I know the cheery music ain't helping my statement, but if you need help, get it. Anyways, with that out of the question, I just realized something in the character folder. As you can see, Sayori is missing. And, well, this is all corrupted. Sayori is no more. Alright, let's play it. What is going on? In fact, I need a save here. Apparently erased all my saves. I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally... Wait a minute, this is the same thing. You're the kind of friend you see or something. Oh, what the heck? What is... What is going on? It's an ordinary school day like any other. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that, but I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting on by the average while spending my free time on games and anime. It's always the anime club, but it's not like there could be any girls in it anyway. The school is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Alright, am I recording right now? Alright. These really aren't any that interest me. Sorry guys, I'm a little cold. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Sly McFly? Monica? I think I was right on her being behind all this. Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you there. It's been a while, right? Ah, yeah, it has. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. We rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class, smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... What'd you come in here for anyway? Well, I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers? I guess you can check the closet. You're in the debate club, right? About that. I actually... Okay, I guess it's the same thing. Start a new one. Literature club. What? Literature? That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far? It's kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. Well, I can see that. But it's really not boring at all, you know. Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collected in the club room. Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga's literature, too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member's a member, right? Did manga say she? Hey, Sly McFly. By any chance, are you still looking for a club to join? I mean, I guess so, but in that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but if you could, at the very least, visit my club, it would make me really happy. Please? Man, Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monica? Sure, I guess I could check it out. Ah, awesome! You're really sweet, Slime McFly. You know that. It's nothing, really. Shall we go, then? I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile. This is getting creepy. I timidly follow Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Oh my gosh. I'm back, and I brought a guest with me. Jeez. Huh? A guest? Seriously, who brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, Slime McFly. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. So let me guess. You're Monica's boyfriend, right? What? No, I'm not. Natsuki. Girl with a sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki. Energetic as usual. It's all the same thing. And this is Yuri, the vice president. It's nice to meet you. Oh, so now Yuri is the vice president. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you. So I ran into Slime McFly in the classroom and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great? Wait, Monica! Didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was going to, well, you know. Sorry. I didn't forget that. But I just happened to run into him. In that case, I should at least make some tea, right? Yeah, that would be great. Why don't you come sit down, Slime McFly? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks over to the corner and opens the closet. Meanwhile, so I didn't really plan on coming here. But we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, so we do to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. I think this is the same dialogue. I'm confident we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki? Well, I guess. Bluntly agrees, such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Must have worked really hard to find these two. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Salted Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So, Slime McFly, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. Yeah, this is all the same thing. Yeah, this. I like a lot of things. Starts to immerse me as well. It's amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own information. Reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I just really grasped something I can relate to at a minimal level. At this rate, yeah, I think it's throwing deja vu at me. I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Oh, I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, it just... Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? No. So you won't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I just don't know how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing makes... Man. I don't know what to say at this point. I'm confused. Monica, let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Yeah, it's about the... Yeah, it's him refusing to join the club, and then... Wait. This is new. We don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4. I've been trying really, really hard to find new members. And if we don't find one more before the festival, I'm defenseless against these girls. That was new. I would feel terrible. Alright, I backed out and went to the, root folder, and I'm trying to see if anything else is changing. Besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So writing poems. These beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that, Cy McFly? Yeah. Could be fun, right? You really did scare me for a moment. I mean, if you really just left after all this, I would be super pissed. So, what she said was the same, except she didn't mention the cupcakes. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay? Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring next meeting so we all can share. Let's start with me once more. Cy McFly, I look toward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. So be on my way then. Okay. I'll see you tomorrow then. Can't wait. After I depart the club and make my way home, I wanders back and forth between the 3 girls. Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club? Perhaps I'll have a chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances. I'm sure good fortune will find me. Guess I'll start writing a poem tonight. You have unlocked a special... Wait, what? This I have to check out. Nope. That was a freaking jump scare. Let's see, tragedy, grief, vivalicious. Let's romance Yuri now. Essence, misfortune, agonizing, unstable, pleasure, embrace, whirlwind, landscape, incongruent, extraordinary, graveyard. Oh yeah, Yuri likes suppressing stuff. Flee, pain, unrestrained, defeat, depression. Alright, let's try to... Wait a minute. Something else appeared. It's called Can You Hear Me? There's a little devil inside all of us. Beneath their manufactured perception, their artificial reality is a writhing, twisted mess of dread, loathing, judgment, elitism, self-doubt, all thrashing to escape the feeble hold of their host. Seeping through every little crevice they can find, into their willpower, starving them of all motivation and desire, into their stomach, forcing them to drown their guilt in comfort food, or in a newly opened gash. Was the music just getting distorted? Hidden only by the sleeves of a cute new shirt. Is it talking about Yuri? Such a deplorable, tangled mass is already present in every single one of them. That's why I chose not to blame myself for their actions. All I did was untie the knot. Well, you shouldn't have done that. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Ha ha ha. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. What the heck? I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Is it just me, or is... bless me. Is it just me, or is, like, the background slightly tilted? Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it? What the heck? Come on, like he deserves any slack. You already had to be dragged here by Monica. I'm saving. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. See, it is tilted! Do you see how they're disproportioned? If you don't take it seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Monica, you're blocking the thing. Natsuki finds herself stuck between, say, manga and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated. Natsuki. Sorry, Sly McFly. We'll make sure to put your comfort first. Shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance. Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have interest to pick up a book to read? Well, I can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now, so it only feels right for me to do something like that if you ask. Wait, I didn't mean it like that. Ooh. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, guys. No, it's not that, Yuri. I want to try to be a part of this club. So even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to. Are you sure? I just felt like, well, as vice president and all, that I should help you get started on something you might like. Yuri reached into her bag, pulled out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so I guess it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. We could, discuss it if you wanted. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? Yeah, this is... Oh! Okay, now it's normal. That doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki's rummaging through the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I got a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seemed to be on the first few pages. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. ... But that only made her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry, I was just spacing out. I'm out of the sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. Wait a minute. Do you see her right eye? I mean, her right eye? It's... I just want to reread some of it. Okay, now it's back in. Alright. Not for any particular reason. Just curious, how come you have two copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... that's not what I meant. I mean... It just happened to buy two of them. I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. Now that snipping tool is, delete that. Alright, still recording. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging, relatable story. Is that so? What's the story about, anyway? Well, I look at the cover of the book. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. It's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Basically, it's about this religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison, and the people trapped there have this trait that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood. But the facility gets even worse, and they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and asphyxiating them to... Oh, that might be a bit of a spoiler. But anyway, I'm really into it. The book, I mean. Not the thing about the limbs. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Sorry, I'm kind of a little uncomfortable. I'm trying to sit in a crisscross. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Sly McFly? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that this kind of story, it's the kind that challenges you to look at life from a strange new perspective. And horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because the world is full of horrible people and we're all worthless anyway. What? Then suddenly... What is going on? I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writings fill my thoughts, my whole body gets incredibly... What is going on? I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. Alright. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? Yes. Jeez. I mean, you don't have to, but... what are you saying? Was she looking? Let me just get the book. Quickly retrieve the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slept into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. Open the book and start the prologue. I still understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I could feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. I was just bathing in the feeling of your... Whatever's happening, it doesn't show up in the history. I think it said I was bathing in the warmth of your body heat or something like that. Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk up until it's against Yuri's and hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it difficult to turn the page. Here. That's so kawaii. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I just aim it with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn the page and Yuri slides under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? Eh? To turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. Aw, she's smiling at me. It's probably the least I could do. You've been so patient with me. Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. Ooh, intimate exchange. I'm just kidding. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. Huh? No, I don't relate to this character at all. Definitely not. Really? I was just thinking the way she second-guesses things she says and all that. Ah. That's what you're talking about. Sorry. Thought you meant something else about her. Something else? Never mind. We didn't even get that far yet, so I don't know why that came into my head. Yuri, are you feeling alright? Eh? Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing's a little... My breathing? Yuri puts her hand on her chest to feel her heartbeat. I didn't even notice. Anyways, I'm fine. I just need some water. Alright, don't push yourself. Yuri stands up and practically rushes out of the... What on earth was that about? Sly McFly? Something happened just now? Eh? I have no idea. Yuri was acting a little strange, I guess. So you don't know anything. Sorry, I can't say I do. Are you worried about her? Oh no, not really. I was just making sure that you didn't do anything to her. No, nothing. Don't worry, I believe you, silly. Yuri just does that sometimes, so it's nothing alarming. Alright, if you say so. Anyway, why don't we start with sharing our poems with each other? Eh? Should we wait for Yuri? Well, she might be a while, so I just figured we'd get started without her. Is that okay? Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book and slip it back to my bag. So Yuri ran off, apparently. Let's do Natsuki. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair if I share mine with her first. What the heck? Her eye just popped out of her skull! What? Sly McFly, if you're not going to take this club seriously and go home. What? Harsh? Wait, you expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid? I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put in effort. Well, I'll start somewhere, right? If you're so proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Painful to think about? Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I'd tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again. Fair enough. But each their own, I guess. Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you, you'll probably think it's stupid. It's basically the same thing. Yeah. I told you they weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly! I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, then make it fall flat on purpose. I was bringing out the feeling in the last line, so you did. Wait, isn't this all... I thought I'm having a good time so far. Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, I'm just not gonna read this because I think it's not different. I keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things. Yeah. I recognize this. Great job, Simon McFly. It's going ooh in my head. Oh, in my head. Or I think it's ooh, but if it's O, it should be O-H-H, not O-O-H. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, I always count when I put in some effort. It always counts. Sorry. Haha, that's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know what Yuri likes? You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism? Sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind is fully detached from reality. I don't mean like it's a bad thing, though. Sometimes I get the impression that she's just totally given up on people. Okay. She spends so much time in her own head, that's probably a much more interesting place for her. That's why she gets so happy when you treat her with a lot of kindness. I don't think she's used to being indulged like that. She must be really starved for social interactions. I don't blame her for coming on a little strongly. Like earlier, I think as she gets too stimulated, she ends up withdrawing and looking for alone time. Suddenly the door opens. Yuri! I'm back. Did I miss anything? Not really. Well, we all started sharing poems with each other. Eh? Already? I'm sorry for being late. No need to apologize. You still have plenty of time, so I'm glad you took all the time you need. Alright. Thanks, Monica. I suppose I should go get my poem now. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, it's not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? Let's see. Wait a minute. Is this different? But he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glanced at my surroundings, but my burned eyes can no longer see color. Are there others in this room? Are they talking? Or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantic scrawling playing tricks on my ears? The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. So I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. Haha, it's okay. That kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of people have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. Right tip of the day. Sometimes if you're writing a poem, will show your brain gets too. Show it to Yuri. Exceptional. Huh? What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth and then ends up covering her whole face. Ooh. He's gonna hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. Eh? I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicate you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, it's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just mean, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah. Okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick up writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you'd be blamed for. So many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably by the most challenging part. I stumbled that out pretty bad. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone in the club gives you valuable feedback. Alright, it's still recording. Yeah, alright. Natsuki can be a little biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. This is the same. I'm sorry, I have such a terrible head, right? What? Well, it's basically the same thing. So we left with nothing. Yep. Blah blah blah. Huh. Phew. Did you hear that? Okay. Alright. Well, this seems... Yeah, this is different. Yeah, Yuri calmly, fires back at her. Press a new member. Eh? That's not what I... Ooh. This is new. Taking out your own insecurities on others like that. You really act as young as you look, Natsuki. If you look as talking, you want to be edgy. Bitch. Wow, this took a tight left turn. Edgy. Sorry that my lifestyle is too much for someone of your mental age to comprehend. See? Saying that proves my point. Most people learn to get over this stuff after they graduate middle school, you know. Wait a minute. If you want to prove anything, stop harassing others with your sickening attitude. You think you can counterbalance your toxic personality just by dressing and acting cute? That make you think about just how hard you try. Well, be careful, you might... Be careful, you might cut yourself on the edge, Yuri. Oh, my bad. You already do, don't you? Oh my gosh. Did you just accuse me of cutting myself? What the fuck is wrong with your head? Yeah, go on. Let Simon McFly hear everything you really think. I'm sure he'll be head over heels for you after this. Ah! Suddenly Yuri turns towards me as she knows I'm staying there. Simon McFly, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. Whoa, what is... Yuri. Yuri. What? What is going on? But... What is going on? Hey, Simon McFly? Why don't we step outside for a little bit? Okay. Why? Are you supposed to break them up? Sorry about that. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside once we're done yelling. What? Some present I am, right? I can't even confront my own club members properly. I just wish I was able to be a little more assertive sometimes. but I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend time with you. Are you doing what I think you're doing? Suddenly, Natsuki runs out of the classroom. Oh, she's crying. She quickly runs away. Oh, dear. She acts like she doesn't care. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. What? What did Yuri say? Yuri's rocking back and forth in her desk with her palms on her forehead. Yuri? I didn't mean it. I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki. Or did. Sly McFly, please don't hate me. Please. I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. We all know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget all about it by tomorrow. Completely. Anyway, the meeting is over, so you can go home if you want. Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monica. You can go first, Monica. I can stay a little bit longer. I'm president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done. Well, I'm vice president, so please let me take that responsibility today. Kinda sounds like you don't want me around or something, Yuri. It's not that. It's not that. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Sly McFly. It would just be embarrassing with you listening. Sigh. I guess I don't really have a choice, do I? I'm sorry for causing trouble, but I really appreciate... Nah. I heard a rumor that somehow, detects that you're recording or something. That you have to use a certain software. So, I'm gonna try that out. Poof. Unending. Graveyard. Existence. Electricity. Shame. Infinite. Empty. Determination. Anxiety. Prayer. Disaster. Peaceful. What is that? Oh my... What did I do? Intellectual. Disoriented. Happiness. Uncontrollable. Ambient. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. What is that? Welcome back, Sly McFly. Hi, Yuri. I'm not sure if it's me or if it's Yuri's expression. But yes, she slings in the hair a little. Yuri glances over her shoulder, looking around the room. Natsuki is reading manga at the desk. Surprisingly, Monica isn't here yet. Suddenly, Yuri takes my arm and pulls me to the corner of the room. About yesterday, I really need to apologize. Nothing like that has ever happened before, and something just came over me, I guess. I wasn't acting mentally sound. Please don't think we're usually like this. Not just me, but Natsuki as well. Yuri, I'm happy that you were considerate and apologized. You don't have to worry too much. Even though I've only been here a couple days, I could tell something was off yesterday. Maybe we're just a little extra sensitive because it was our first time sharing poems. But whatever it was, it didn't make me think any less of you. I had already decided that there's no way you can be a bad person. And now that you're apologizing, I know you really didn't mean it. Sly McFly, Don't say those kinds of things so frankly. They make me a little too happy. I'm really glad that you're an understanding person. I'm really glad that you joined this club. Everything's a little brighter with you around, and... Sorry, what am I saying right now? Hey, have you guys seen Monica? No, I haven't. I was kind of wondering where she was. Yeah, Yuri, I'm guessing you haven't either. Yuri's clearly taken aback by how calmly Natsuki's addressing her. No, I haven't. Jeez, this isn't like her at all. I know it's stupid, but I can't help but worry a little bit. About yesterday, I just wanted to apologize. I promise I didn't mean any of the things I said. I'll do my best to stay under control from now on. So... Yuri, what the heck are you talking about? Did you do something yesterday? Eh? Jeez. Whatever's on your mind, I'm sure was nothing. I don't even remember anything bad happening. You're the kind of person who worries too much about the little things, aren't you? What is going on? But... Policy offered... What? I feel better about it. Besides, it's kind of nice to hear. I hate you. Yeah, whatever. But you're kind of weird, but I don't hate you either. Natsuki turns to me. Still on trial, though. Hey! Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. So, I'm guessing this is just the same. Yeah, it's the same. Thanks, Yuri. Wait a minute, she didn't say anything about dedication. That was strange. You should play something for us sometime. That's... Monica looks at me. Well, I am working on writing a song, but it's not quite done yet. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. That sounds cool. I look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Sly McFly. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Excuse me. Don't worry. I was hoping I could share it with you anyway. Guess that's why I've been practicing so much recently. I see. I'm not sure if Monica was referring to the whole club or just me. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. She's not bringing up anything that the three of us talked about. Besides, Natsuki's already run off into the closet. Sly McFly, since your compliments put me in a good mood, I was wondering if you would like to spend some time together today. I mean, in the club. Yeah, definitely. I planned on it anyway. Okay. Can we start now? Let's find a place to sit. I'm being a little forceful, aren't I? I'm sorry. My heart just won't stop pounding for some reason. Don't worry about it. If anything, it's nice to see you have so much energy. Yeah, but I need to try to calm down. I won't be able to focus on reading like this. Take your time. Yuri takes a deep breath and pulls a copy of the book out of her bag. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I take some tea first? Make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. There's one thing that makes me better. It's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow watch as he use a small water pitcher. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me a water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm going to plug this in the teacher's desk. I'll go get some water. Simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms. Especially because of her long legs. Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. Might as well walk with you. That's okay. You stay here. It won't take long. Classroom. Did Yuri leave you again? No, it's not like that this time. She's just filling up a water pitcher to make tea. Oh, okay. Sorry for the misunderstanding. 10 minutes pass. Yuri said it would take long. Something holding her up? I'm bored of swaying her, so I decided to go look for her. Something tells me I want to save. Let's see. The most logical place for Yuri to would be the nearest water fountain. Start heading down the hallway. Gah! Ha! 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 What's that noise? It's coming from around the corner. It sounds like breathing. A sharp inhale, like someone is sucking the air through their teeth. Are they in pain? I reach the corner and peer around it. Yuri? Gah! Whoa, what? What did that say? I need to... reach the corner. Something... He's waiting patiently. Do you like oolong tea? Yeah. Anything is fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 2,000 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others, even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything. In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. Must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show. And you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking. So I would try expressing myself a little bit more. Turns out it's not very hard for me to do when it's you who's around anyway. Ah, that's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Sly McFly. It's very endearing. Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I want you to report tea for us. I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Yeah, why is that? It's a little bit easier on my back. I could read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. Sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's most likely because your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading? Yes. I have terrible reading posture. It's like she was covering something up, so that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieved the book from my bag. Gah. I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies. I take it since it'll go well with the tea. Yuri and I then sit against the wall. Tea goes. Same reading positions as last time. Each one fully had the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Huh? Yuri slides closer till our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book. I end up in a position where it's harder to focus. You worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch your chest. Because that would be super awkward. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally managed to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and filled with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry. Just open the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. That's okay. I won't take any. Yeah, you sure? Well, if I touch it, then I might get smudges on the pages. You're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder of a time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri's already focused on the reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then, take another. I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts lips as if the situation was completely natural. But that means I can't stop there. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Yuri expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. Sly McFly. Sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. Yuri starts to breathe heavily. I can't. Sly McFly. Suddenly Yuri forcefully grabs my arm and jerks me to my feet. My teacup gets knocked over. Sly McFly. My heart won't stop pounding. I can't calm down. I can't focus on anything anymore. Can you feel it? Suddenly presses my hand against her chest. Why is this happening to me? I feel like I'm losing my mind. I can't make it stop. It even makes me not want to read. I just want to look at you. What the heck? Ah. 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 It's time to share poems. And that's we're gonna end it there. See you guys in the next part. Sly out.